As a boy, I was in Kailicha, I was RTP house. We're talking about Fezinyao, like, you know, I'm not talking about mentions here. We're talking about 1, 2, 3 steps, you are in front door. 1, 2 steps, you are at the back door. So it's not no calories bent. You don't bend calories in Kailicha, you just manage them. There's nothing much to walk. You can't do 10,000 steps in my yard. These 10,000 steps, you do them here. So I went to play in I section. Halfway, I decided, I left the ball. The reason I wanted the ball is because I grew up in a township where I learned quickly that if you can't play football, as I told you, I'm not physically fluent. I couldn't play ball, but I had a resource. Yeah. So if you have the ball, they have to play you. Because if they don't play you, so you can pick up your resource and leave. That I knew immediately that, I need a resource. And then I had a ball, and I remembered, shit, I'm not going to play if I don't have the resource. Or they're going to make me a goalkeeper. Like, those are the two things you are made. So I went and I fetched the ball. When I got home, I was like, I'm hearing sounds from the gate. I mean, the gate to the door, it's just there. And then I listened. It's like, so there's people inside. Then I went at the back, that's 2 steps. And then I poked from the back, I was like, these people, that's my father. And then I was like, who's the other person? Because my mother is at work. Did she come back in? And I was like, this was the next door. And then I was like, a boy should never see that. That takes away a boy's innocence. You know what messed me up that day? Is I watched, and then I was like, you're wrong, I left. Then halfway I was like, let me see again. I shouldn't have done that. If I was to tell him now, my young self, that was a bad move. My prefrontal cortex failed me. It didn't do a cost benefit and everything. It just said, go look again. Then I went to look again. Now I'm watching a porn. Now I'm not looking anymore, I'm just watching. Next thing, I have an erection. Now I'm like, what's going on? Because I know this thing is wrong. And now why am I having an erection? And I didn't realize that your body physiologically has no moral sensor. It doesn't moralize. It's physiology. It does. That's why people are wrong when they say to someone who was raped, but you had an orgasm. No, the body doesn't moralize. It has no ethical gauge in it. It does what the body does. You see, so I was corrupted at a young age, and I was sexually abused at a young age, and that most boys don't talk about. And it's a source of shame for most men. Now I've been doing these talks, promise you, one of them I went to a camp where it was just guys, testosterone full, 100 guys from Egypt, Nigeria, Malawi, Uganda, South Africa. And when one guy said I was sexually abused, 40% raised their hand. Yeah. When you ask the ones who raised your hand, how many of you told someone? Less than 3%. Men have provocative, painful events, especially sexual abuse, that they don't deal with. Do you know that when they do the studies on mass shooters or people who kill people violently, what they found is that less than 25% of men who are violent have a mental illness. The other 75%, it's just a social condition that happened at the time. But in that 25%, majority of them were sexually abused. Or violently abused, physically, sexually. And then you wonder why they are desensitized to kill another person. And the other thing for me is I've been divorced twice. I am really not great at this department. I'm not winning. I am still in grade R. I'm not graduating at all. It's a 33% pass on this one.
Wow.
And twice. And one of the reasons is because I realized that when I entered a marriage, because I'm conflict avoidant, and men, by the way, on average tend to be conflict avoidant at home. they tend to be pro-conflict at work. Women tend to be conflict-pro at home and conflict avoidant at work. It's amazing. Like, I don't know why you're not bringing your home energy at work. I think it's more successful if you bring your home energy at work. Because us, we are weak at home emotionally. And I don't fight well. That's the second thing. I don't know how to fight well because I grew up in a home where Thursday to Sunday it was bloody. And I would take my mom to hospital, go bail out my father, and I was always Switzerland. So I'm that kid who doesn't deal well with violence or conflict. So instead, I'm either emotionally dysregulated, I lose it. And only when I'm done, I was like, yo, who was that person? Then I was like, yo, that's not good. Or if I'm not emotionally dysregulated, I run. I just avoid. More of my marriages, I just walked. Because I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this. This is too painful. I just pick my things up and I leave. I am not elegant at all. And the other thing, I sulk. Like this one needs therapy. I can out silence you for a week. If you think you're gonna win, forget it. I will suck for a week. I won't talk to you. And you're like, I won't talk. I won't even greet you. Now look at you. That's how broken my interiority is. And that's what I'm working on. And I wrote this book partly because I wanted to figure out how not to be this person anymore. And there are many men here. Some of you, you've got people you look at like, yeah, that's you. This guy has just described you. Your only luck is I'm still married to you. Wow. That's your only luck. My last thing I wanted to say about men is that men suffer from this word, alexithymia. It's actually a psychological condition. And it's words without emotion. Men have no emotion. They don't know how to name. They have feelings and emotion, but they don't know how to name them. So men suffer from alexithymia because when you speak to men, and you ask a guy, who are you? He will tell me what he does. He won't tell me who he is. Because his entire masculinity identity is locked into doing. Its physical performance has no emotion attached to it.